We've been trying to secure an interview with the Department of Juvenile Services Secretary Vincent Schiraldi for weeks. Friday afternoon, we learned that the department did set up media availability with hand-picked media outlets, and we were not invited. However, our sister station in Washington, D.C. they shared the Zoom link with us, and I hopped on. That did not go over well with the department. The Department of Juvenile Services Secretary Vincent Schiraldi making himself available to the media, except not to us.
Actually, I do have some concerns. We were working on a statement specifically for you all at FOX45 to ensure that you didn't get left out with getting nothing out of this.
We did get left out, Mike. Obviously, I called you multiple times and sent you a text, and you didn't respond. And that's obviously an issue that we will have to address. While I'm here, though, I would just like to ask.
I'm gonna let you guys work this out, and then when it's time for me to come back on,
Secretary,
I'll come back on, but I think Mike needs to work it out.
Okay, I see Secretary Schiraldi just jumped off, so. That voice you heard was Michael Sharp, seen here on his LinkedIn page, the newly hired Director of Communications for DJS. One of his skills listed, crisis communications. It's unclear exactly how much Sharp makes annually, but according to govsalaries.com, Sharp's predecessor, Eric Solomon, made $129,000 a year, a job paid for by taxpayers, to work with the media to facilitate interviews. Sharp did allow me to send my questions to our other reporter to ask for me. So a few minutes later, Secretary Schiraldi facing some of the questions we would have asked. Like, what does he say to people who are calling on him to resign given the level of concern about young people already wearing ankle monitors under DJS supervision who still go on to commit other crimes?
I'm going to stay on this job and work as hard as I can as long as the governor is supportive of the direction we're taking. Most of the kids on ankle monitors, on house arrest, don't get rearrested, but you're never going to be 100% successful with a group of troubled young people or troubled adults.
The secretary also asked about the potential influx of kids on ankle monitors, given the policy change he just announced earlier this month. Now, any juvenile accused of committing a violent crime not detained will be placed on an ankle monitor.
I don't think there's any guarantee that we're going to have a whole bunch more kids on ankle monitors. There's nothing in the law that specifies an increase in use of house arrest.
It's not clear if the secretary was referring to the new juvenile justice laws taking effect November 1st. And since I wasn't the one asking the questions, I couldn't follow up for clarity. After the now viral video of this brutal attack in Butchers Hill, the 15-year-old suspect originally released to his guardian, Baltimore City State's Attorney Ivan Bates, raising concerns about the intake process and decisions about releasing kids.
From what we can tell right now, it appears that DJS does not view robbery as a violent crime. And we think that's one of the issues that we're seeing more and more. You know, we kind of looked at some numbers. I think we had about 115 young people that have been arrested on robbery charges this year, and only 32 have been detained.
That question brought to Secretary Schiraldi as well, who said otherwise.
Robbery is a violent crime. There's no consideration about it. Everybody thinks it's a violent crime.
Again, I couldn't ask a follow-up because I wasn't allowed to participate. Had I been there, I would have asked the secretary, if that's the case, why did the 15-year-old in the Butchers Hill incident get released from DJS intake? The governor's office released a statement to me Friday afternoon saying, Governor Moore knows everyone wants to ensure their family is safe, noting the decline in homicides and non-fatal shootings of juveniles and a 19.6% increase in youth in custody. We're still working to set up that interview with DJS Secretary Schiraldi so I can ask him questions myself. In the newsroom, Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.